After the Pakistan-Saudi defense deal, Netanyahu's emergency announcement, and what comes next. Hello everyone, and welcome back. First of all, thank you so much for supporting this channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon so you never miss our latest updates. Today's video is about a very sensitive and critical development, the recent defense agreement between Pakistan and Saudi Arabia, and the emergency announcement made by Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu right after this deal. What does this mean for the Middle East, for Palestine, and for global politics? We'll break it down step by step, look at the risks, possible outcomes, and what might come next. To begin, let's quickly look at the background so everyone is on the same page. Pakistan and Saudi Arabia recently finalized a defense pact. The essence of this agreement is simple. If one country is attacked, the other will defend it. This isn't just about military cooperation. It also sends a powerful political signal that these two nations are moving closer together. Now, here's where it gets serious. Right after this deal was made public, Netanyahu delivered an emergency speech. In it, he declared that Israel intends to take full control of all Palestinian territories, including Gaza and the West Bank. He made it absolutely clear that he will not allow any recognition of a Palestinian state. And this announcement came exactly when several countries, including Portugal, the UK, and Australia, were moving toward officially recognizing Palestine. That international momentum triggered Netanyahu's response. Here are the highlights. I am going to take full control of Palestine. Gaza is ours, and the West Bank will be our next target. Any state that recognizes Palestine is supporting terrorism. I will wipe Palestine off the map. This was not just fiery rhetoric. It was a direct declaration of intent. First Gaza, then the West Bank, and beyond. That's why the statement has sparked such alarm across the world. So, what are the immediate effects of this declaration? Let's break it down. Increased regional tension. Expect heavier strikes and military escalation in Gaza and the West Bank, leading to more civilian casualties and destruction. International reactions. Countries moving to recognize Palestine may now face Israeli pushback and political pressure. Sanctions and counter-sanctions could follow. Formation of alliances. The Pakistan-Saudi Pact may encourage other Muslim nations to consider joining a defense alliance, changing the regional balance of power. Domestic political consequences. Muslim states will either come together in unity or fracture further based on their own interests. Let's talk about the real dangers experts are pointing out. Humanitarian crisis. If large-scale operations continue, millions of Palestinians could be displaced, creating a refugee wave across the region. Regional war. Lebanon, Syria, Turkey, Iran, or even Egypt could be pulled directly into the conflict, sparking a full-scale Middle Eastern war. Global shifts. The US and Europe may divide even further in their policies. Some nations will stand with Israel, others against it. This could reshape global alliances. Religious flashpoints. Sacred sites like Jerusalem's Al-Aqsa Mosque may come under greater threat, intensifying religious tensions worldwide. These are not just temporary risks. They could define the political, social, and economic realities of the region for decades to come. Why did Netanyahu make such an extreme declaration? Here are some likely motives. Strategic dominance. To ensure no two-state solution can ever materialize and that Israel remains the only sovereign authority. Domestic politics. Strengthening his political standing and distracting from internal issues by showing a hardline stance. Preempting alliances. By moving fast, he hopes to stop Muslim nations from forming a unified defense bloc. It's important to note, words don't always translate directly into action. But in this case, the intent is loud and clear, and the consequences could be devastating. What about Pakistan and Saudi Arabia? Their defense pact could serve as a deterrent and a backup plan against threats. But jumping directly into war with Israel would be a highly complex and risky decision. Global economic pressure, diplomatic isolation, or sanctions could limit what they can actually do in practice. So while the agreement is a big political statement, the practical steps will depend on how the situation unfolds.
Now, as individuals and viewers, what role can you play? Stay informed. Follow credible sources. Don't spread rumors or unverified claims. Think critically. Understand the political motives behind bold statements. Support humanitarian causes. If crises worsen, support relief groups and spread awareness. Promote peace. Raise your voice for peaceful solutions. Remember, violence never creates lasting stability. What do you think about this issue? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective. Should more countries join Pakistan and Saudi Arabia, or will that escalate things further? If you found this video useful, make sure to hit like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay informed, stay safe, and peace.